Stay tuned.
From Peoria, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Jonna Bond and Kira Elliott. State of the Arts with Davida Jackson. Award-winning news with Elise Escaronli and Starlina Trainer. And the Midstate Reporters. The Sportin' Life with Charlie Marlowe. Street Team with Emily Morrow and Teresa Philbin. Our man with the movies is Bob Maher. And Food for Thought with Lanika Jackson. And Jacqueline Heineman takes us about town. Now, from Studio One at Bradley University in America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Jonna Bond and Kira Elliott.
Greetings, Peoria, and welcome to this week's show. I'm Jonna Bond.
I'm Kira Elliott. It's been kind of a crazy week for us this week.
It's been a very crazy week for us, but fall break's right around the corner, so.
Yes, it is. Thank the Lord.
I know.
Where are you going for fall break?
I'm actually going to Michigan.
You're going to Michigan?
Yeah.
Where in Michigan are you going?
Going right about there.
What was that?
I forget that most people don't know what I'm doing. Michigan's shaped like a mitten, so if people ask us where we're going, we just
awesome.
point it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's really hard to turn your hand this way because I can't go this way. That's the wrong way.
All
Michigan's
right.
like that.
All right, I'll have to remember that
Yeah,
so I don't sound so dumb
Pretty
next
cool.
time.
I know. Where are you going for?
I'm going to Iowa.
Where in Iowa?
Right about there.
Okay, you're an idiot.
Whatever.
You're such a dork. But, all right, anyways, while you sit there and be a dork and figure out other little ingenious things that we can do, why don't we check out State of the Arts with Davida? Davida?
Davida?
You gonna repeat me every time I say something?
Hi, and welcome to this edition of State of the Arts. This is Davida Jackson, and I'm here with Jake Johnson. He is a local sculptor and ceramic artist, and he's going to talk about making pottery today. What we're going to make is this. This is the final result. But we have to fire and everything first, right? So it's not really going to look like this, but he's going to teach me a little bit about pottery. So, while we set that down, so I see that you have everything centered. What's the first step into making pottery?
Well, the first step is wedging up your clay.
Okay.
You got to get it good and consistent.
And center, because all I know is a ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. That's all I know about. So, tell me more. So you center it. Is that the hardest part people go through?
Yeah, when you're first learning, centering is something that everybody struggles with in the beginning, and you can't really do anything else until you've got it centered.
Okay. And so, where did you get the clay from? Like, with outside trees, rocks, going to the woods. Like, how did you get the clay?
Well, back in the day, they used to get the clay, just from the earth. They dig it up and just use it that way. Now we get it from mines and stuff. It comes in powders. We mix it together and formulate it the way we want it.
Okay, so you got it centered. So I know it moves, right?
Yep.
So what are you going to be doing? Show me.
Okay.
So we have it centered. Everyone see it centered. You're going to move it. And you're making it, because we're trying to make it like the vase. So
right now I'm just starting by pushing my fingers into the middle.
In the center.
Opening it up.
Okay, very hands-on. And the next step, is that hard part? Does the clay never flies, right? Because you put the water on it?
Yep.
Okay, so the
water keeps everything lubricated and just slides right through your fingers. So now I'm going to open it up a little bit more.
Is that like, so this, with this, what is this part? This is, what part of this?
This would be the bottom, but it's all going to come up here and just,
the bottom part.
Just a little bit, yep.
Okay. And you said something about kneading it earlier. You have to knead the clay and get it all shaped and together. Okay. So then you just pull it up, because that's why I saw on Ghost. They just pull the clay up, pull it up.
They got it, before they did that, they probably had to get it centered and everything and do what I'm doing right here.
Okay.
And right here now I'm going to start pulling it up like they do in Ghost.
Pull it up, that famous sexy part. Uh-oh, he's done it, he's pulling it up. Oh my gosh, so this is the center part of this that you're making right now.
Yep.
Okay. So what else is it hard? How many years did it take you to get to learn how to do pottery?
Well, I've been dabbling in ceramics for a little over 5 years now.
5 years?
Yeah.
And how long does it take to make this?
Right now, it'll probably take us about 10 minutes maybe.
All right, 10 minutes. All right, we'll be right back after the PSA, more with Jake Johnson and his wonderful pottery. Stay tuned.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll put that out.
Touch it and stuff, okay?
And we're back. I'm about to get my hands wet, and I'm about to help him finish this vase. So what exactly am I going to be doing? Because you were a graduate of Bradley, right?
Yep.
So how many years have you said you've been doing pottery for a couple of years now?
About 5 years, yep.
Okay, and so you were what, an arts major?
Yep, I was art major.
I guess
Majored in
right.
sculpture, but
Okay,
did
so
a lot of ceramics.
I'm getting my hands dirty.
Okay, we're gonna start just by pinching that in a little bit.
Pinching it in.
Yep.
Ooh,
Okay.
it feels nice and soft.
And you see how the handle there comes out? We're just gonna do that.
Okay.
Start kind of slowly rubbing that in.
I'm not I don't look exactly like Demi Moore, but you know, you are kind of sexy. The whole Patrick Swayze thing, so maybe we can make those too, just you and me. So, and also, what made you start to get involved with pottery?
Well, you know, I just started doing it and I loved it.
You love working with your hands. I mean, it feels nice being able to work with your hands sometimes and just like express yourself. And I know you do art exhibits. Do you teach?
Yeah, I teach classes over at Art Squared Galleries in Peoria Heights.
So you do this all the time? You do this kind of thing all the time? Okay, and your art can also be exhibited? Like, what kind of things do you do, like, with the art? What exhibits do you have? You have vases?
Yeah, well, yeah, I exhibit all kinds of things. I exhibit more sculpture art, and then I exhibit more functional things like coffee cups, bowls, and pitchers like this.
Okay, because some of your art can be seen at Art Squared. Picture this. Leaves and Beans in Peoria Heights, Art Partners in downtown Peoria, and McLean County Art Center in Bloomington Normal are some of the places where you can check out some of your exhibits. I will be there. So what else? Am I just rubbing?
Yep. Here you can see I'm starting to do the spout.
Okay.
That it'll pour from. We're just going to pinch right through here now.
Pinch it.
And
so
that's
like
going
how
to
you
form
get
the
hole.
handle. Yep.
That's how you get the hole. And it only takes about 10 minutes, but the fire and everything, it takes a long time.
Well, you got to let it dry, you got to glaze it, and, you know, sometimes the firing can take up to a day or two also.
Okay. I'm enjoying this. Get my hands wet again.
Yep.
And so you've been just involved in pottery. You like teaching, like, do you teach little kids?
Yeah, little kids and adults also, just people who want to learn how to do it and like doing it.
So that's what you do. So what else? Is that it?
Well, you just kind of come through here and we smooth this out. Finish it up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, because you did a lot. You know, during the PSA, you spun it and he got it all the way up and everything. Oh my goodness! So I've enjoyed this, and come check him out. His different art exhibits. And where do you teach at?
Art Squared in Peoria Heights.
Art Squared in Peoria Heights, and you also have a website.
Yep. And www.wingspanddesigns.com.
Wingspanddesigns.com. I'll be on there. I like the art. I like the vase. Check me out next week on State of the Arts. Thank you so much, Jake, for being here. We're going to finish this. Okay, so what else?
We're just talking about kicking our feet around. You know, actually, Kira, I've thrown a few pots in my day.
You did that?
Well, not exactly that, but I've thrown a few pots in my day.
You didn't. You didn't, John. It's a lie.
You want me to prove it?
Prove it then.
All right, I can prove it.
You have what? You have like a wheel and some clay.
Ready? Catch.
You're a dork.
Ready? Catch.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was good.
That was
Stop it. That was
stupid.
funny.
That was horrible.
I'm just funny. I'm just so funny.
You are just so funny, John. I can hardly contain myself.
I've had the art of pot throwing mastered since I was a little girl.
Really?
Yes.
What, your parents didn't like baby-proof the kitchen or anything?
No, Tupperware and pots. That's all I played with.
Wow. Did you grow up in a poor home?
No. Oh, come on. Like you didn't like the wrapping paper on gifts. That's like the best part of everything when you're a kid.
I used to eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. But
you're a different story. Speaking of eating.
Yeah. We're going to head over to Food for Thought with Lenika Jackson and see what she has for us.
After a while, cafeteria food can get pretty old. But good news, there's a new cafe in town and it's called Uncle Nick's. Nick's is owned and operated by Nick and Sammy Basiri. Nick has been involved with the restaurant business since he was a young boy, when his family ran a bakery in Macedonia. Then, 25 years ago, he came to America and decided to stick with what he knew.
In old country, I was kind of a reporter, and he went to school, and he was here since he was 15 years old, and he chose to be in the restaurant business.
Located on the corner of Bradley and Duryea, Nick serves sandwiches and breakfast foods and gives students a homemade alternative to the dorm food.
Trying to make them more like a homemade things, good sandwiches, big meals, so they can have a good meal and big sandwiches because they spend money. They want to eat good.
Sammy also sees the new restaurant as a good opportunity for her family.
But for us getting older, we choose to have more time with our family, with our kids. And we thought the sandwich place, it's more like open 11 o'clock, stay a little bit later, but give us more time to be with our family.
Uncle Nick's officially opened in September, but are planning a grand opening sometime soon, where they will offer customers samples from their entire menu. The Basiris hope this will bring more Bradley students, like Matt Strobel, into their restaurant.
I mean, I've seen this place, I just have never stopped here before, but that'd be a place to try.
Strobel says he'll definitely eat at Nick's again, and he will recommend it to his friends.
I actually wish more people would come here because it's in a nice spot and it's right across from the dorms, and it's a nice place for people to come, definitely. So.
Uncle Nick's has already made some changes in order to cater to their college customers. They will soon be accepting BU Quick Cash, and their hours have been extended to 2 a.m. on the weekends. And Sammy says they're always open to more suggestions.
If we're not doing something right, they can always tell us what they want. We're willing to work with them.
One thing is for sure, they're on the right track. At Nick's, it's cozy, close, and hey, the food is good. You also get a lot for your money. A typical sandwich at Nick's runs near $3 with the student discount. Add fries and a drink, and it's one of the best deals around. With Sammy greeting you and Nick on the grill, you can't go wrong at Uncle Nick's. Back to you, Kira and Jana.
You know, I'm usually really hungry coming to the show every week, and this show's definitely not helping me.
No, it's not. That looked really good, didn't it?
It looked awesome.
Have you been to that restaurant yet?
No, I've actually never been there.
It's right on the university practically, I think.
I don't go eat until I'm like hungry that moment, so I need to just grab something out of the cabinet. I don't have time to make anything. I don't have time to go anywhere. I just, you know, like I don't plan ahead for food.
I've got that whole like
eat.
living in my car thing down. Like I have Pop-Tarts and like hot dog buns in the trunk of my car.
Well, we should actually try going to that restaurant sometime.
We really should. I heard that the prices weren't bad, and I actually heard pretty good reviews. It was in the newspaper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so apparently it's supposed to be really good, and I think that they're going to get the student Quick Cash on it, too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
See, I love it when places around here use the Quick Cash because I never have the money.
Right,
so I just call Dad and say, Dad, I need to buy more
Quick
books.
Cash. But I have some news for you.
Really, what?
I don't know, but it's coming right up with Elise Escar-Hunley and Starlina Trainer.
You're such a dork. Elise, Star, what's up?
Welcome to Midstate News. I'm Starlina Trainer.
And I'm Elise Escaronley. A Massachusetts crackdown on underage college drinking has served up mixed results. A study in the October issue of the Journal of Studies on Alcohol reported on 11 Massachusetts campuses and over 1,200 students. The colleges enacted various restrictions, including pre-registration of events involving alcohol and parental notification of underage drinking violations. The results came back as varied as the restrictions. Less than 25% of students said alcohol policies were strongly enforced at their school. Less than 20% said they ever had to show ID at fraternity parties, and only 25% said their rooms had ever been searched for alcohol.
College students are forced to budget wisely between books, bills, and beer. Decorating their living space doesn't always make the cut, but a few lucky St. James and Harper Hall residents were treated to a Trading Spaces style renovation last week. The popular cable television show places neighbors in each other's houses for 2 days with $1,000 and a professional decorator at their disposal. Bradley's version of the television show proceeded on a smaller budget, but with the same impressive results. All the residents met Doug Wilson, one of the show's decorators, at the ACBU-sponsored event. He spoke it after the decorating marathon. The Chicago area may soon be home to a third airport. The southern suburbs, Linwood and South Holland, and U.S. Representative Jesse Jackson Jr. are backing a plan to let private developers build the proposed airport in Peatone. Both Peatone and Monique don't want to be a part of the project. The idea of a third Chicago airport has been long debated.
Students recently reported an unwelcome element on campus to Bradley Police. Female students contacted police regarding magazine salesmen whose sales approach bordered on harassment. The salesmen, who identified themselves as part of an alliance service company, approached women by requesting their help on a survey. Before long, the women reported that the questions turned inappropriate and demeaning. Bradley Police reported that the company had not received permission to solicit on campus. Alliance Services denied knowledge of the salesman's approach and assured customers that cancellations and complaints would be dealt with promptly. College is often the first taste of independence for young adults. The freedom of choice can often get abused when it comes to money patterns. I recently talked to students about the pros and cons of credit card use. The average undergraduate leaves school with an average debt of $19,000. That's up 66% from 5 years ago, according to a new study by CBSNews.com.
I think it's, irresponsible, I guess, to say the least. I know a lot of parents pay their children's credit cards off, but, be mindful that if you're going to be in debt at this age, you're going to be in serious trouble when you get older, so.
CBSNews.com reports a growing part of this debt is unnecessary. It's a result of 4 years of charging pizza, shoes, and booze on new credit cards.
I use it pretty much all the time. Usually I'll use it every time I go and I'm short on cash. I'll throw it on the card and then end up paying it off later.
College students are prime targets for credit card companies, which set up tables on campus and entice students to sign up for new cards with promises of free t-shirts or other goodies. Unfortunately, many students eagerly apply for credit and use it unwisely.
I don't know, you're in college, you're 18, why have a credit card? You don't need one.
Students double their credit card debt and triple the number of cards in their wallets between the time they arrive on campus and graduation.
Well, pay it off, obviously, as soon as you can. I think it's a common occurrence. A lot of people take out loans, and we need money to spend, so I just recommend that they pay it off as soon as they can and maybe not spend as much.
Another scary finding, by the time college students reach their senior year, 31% carry a balance of $3,000 to $7,000.
I've had about a $5,000 highest balance I can think of right now, but all I do is I try to pay off what I can each month.
So what's the right answer? Not getting a credit card? Making the leap from college to the real world is going to be a whole lot tougher without a credit history.
I actually don't have credit cards.
Let's say a pre-approved credit card offer does come your way. There's a good chance you'll be turned down. The reason? The lack of a revolving credit account on your credit report. Financial advisors suggest allowing your high school senior to sign up for a credit card so you can closely monitor how he or she uses it and be on hand to discuss managing credit.
I pay my credit cards off right away because I don't want to go into debt.
For Midstate News, I'm Elise Escaronli.
In student news this week, sophomores Nirvana Milanovic and Michael Polisky were appointed assistant university senators. The two will assist head university senators Steve Thompson, David Jackson, Jeff Holfeld, and Shayla Jones were approved as representatives from St. James, Geyser, and Heights Halls, respectively. Senators passed an antivirus resolution creating a program to inform students about the repercussions of computer viruses. Constitutional changes were also approved.
McDonald's restaurants are making a McChange to a popular menu item. In the next 6 weeks, customers will notice chicken McNuggets with less fat, fewer calories, and 100% white meat compared to the 70% they contained in the past. The fast food giant announced the change in the hopes of meeting customers' tastes. Restaurants have noticed an increasing desire for healthier options, including chicken instead of red meat. McNuggets have been around since 1983 and are very popular with children. This year, McDonald's expects to sell about 4.8 billion McNuggets. Both women and men are dating people who are younger. A survey in AARP, the magazine, shows that nearly 1/3 of single American women between 40 and 60 are dating younger men. Editor Sleeve Sloan attributes it to women today having a different lifestyle than 20 years ago. About 66% of the men surveyed said they also were dating younger men.
In this edition of Oddly Enough, dignitaries attending the regional summit in Bangkok, Thailand this month can rest assured that they won't get sick from the exotic food. The Thai Department of Health commissioned over 20,000 health workers and mice to test every meal. Somsang Rupago, the chief of medical sciences in Thailand, said food will be injected into the mice before every meal. Based on the mice's reaction, scientists will know within minutes whether the food is safe or not. Bombings and the threat of violence throughout Southeast Asia triggered the increase in security. This week, Jamin Klotz, the Morale Chair for the Bradley's Dance Marathon, joins Elise in the studio.
Thank you, Star. We have Jamin Klotz with us. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio today.
Oh, no problem.
So you're the morale chair of the BU Dance Marathon.
That's correct.
Can you start off by explaining to us what exactly the Dance Marathon is and what do you guys do?
Well, the Dance Marathon raises money for the Children's Hospital of Illinois, and it's a 24-hour event that takes place on Friday and Saturday. We start in the evening on Friday around 6 p.m., and then we go to the following day, or Saturday, at 6 p.m., and constitutes 24 hours of straight-up fun.
So what's the whole mission of the Dance Marathon? I mean, what's the point of doing all this?
Well, the mission has a broad goal, which is to instill a sense of belonging, caring, and compassion in the Bradley and Peoria community. And we plan to do this through raising money for the Children's Hospital of Illinois. And we vow to dance until every single kid out there has an opportunity to be happier and healthier.
So who all exactly participates in the marathon?
Participants typically are students here on Bradley University, but we do have community involvement from people in various companies and different people from the community in general that just wanted to participate.
That's great. You mentioned that you raise money for the Children's Hospital. Obviously, that's your philanthropy.
Right.
What do you do? What events? Do you hold any events, or how exactly is that money raised for them?
Well, we do a lot of different events to try to raise money. We have a letter writing campaign that sends it off to people that participating in the event know. And then we also have canning events. We have different mini dance marathons, and then other little silent auctions and stuff like that, just basically to try and raise money.
Well, that's great, but do you guys like set goals before the year starts as to how much money you want to raise, or how does that all work out?
Right, we set goals not only as far as money goes, but just as far as dancer involvement, because we look to improve the numbers every single year. We look to raise the awareness, and then after that, we also try to set a goal for money. Last year it was $30,000, and we definitely met that goal. And this year we're going to try to shoot for $50,000.
You think that's going to happen?
I think it's going to happen.
That's great. Have you actually worked with these children from the hospitals? I mean, have you had a chance to meet them, or?
Yes. One of the neat things about Dance Marathon is that you get a sense of belonging and knowing where your money, where your efforts are going to. And that's what sets us apart from other philanthropies, because you can go to the hospital, you can see the children, and you can see exactly where your efforts are going.
Right.
And this makes it so much more to the people participating.
Okay, that's wonderful. Again, can you tell us when the Dance Marathon is and how to register and things like that?
Okay. The dance again is on November 7th and 8th, and it's going to start on a Friday. It goes from 6 p.m. till 6 p.m. on Saturday. And you can register on budm.org.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Jamin Klotz, for being with us today in the studio. Definitely, the Dance Marathon has a very great cause. And back to you, Star.
That's all we have for Midstate News. Thanks for joining us. Now back to Kira and Jonna.
Hey, from now on, I think I'm going to start injecting my mice with my food.
I didn't even know you had mice.
I do.
Great segue. Speaking of Dance Marathon, that looks pretty cool.
Are you going to do Dance Marathon?
I think we all know what happens when I take the dance floor.
Yeah, I'm going to take that as a no then.
Okay, this is really, really tough for me to talk about right now, so I don't know.
All right, well, coming up next then is Movie Review with Bob Marr. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey, Bob.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Get Real. You know, we've looked back at some pretty great movies so far, but I thought it was about time for a straight-up comedy legend. This week's flick is the cult classic Monty Python and the Holy Grail, my favorite comedy of all time. Here's a little refresher of some of my favorite scenes for all you loyal fans, and a small taste of the madness for anyone unfortunate enough never to have come across this film.
Camelot, Camelot, Camelot. It's only a model. Shh. Knights, I bid you welcome to your new home. Let us ride to Camelot.
We're knights of the round table, we dance whenever we're able. We do routines, we chorus scenes, we footwork impeccable. We dine well here in Camelot, we eat ham and jam and Spamalot. We're knights of the round table, our shows are more mid-table. So many times we're given rhymes that are quite unsingable. We're off come mad in Camelot, we sing from the diaphragm. Quite indefatigable. Between our quests we seem to invest and impersonate Clark Gable. It's a busy life in Camelot.
I have to push the Pramalot.
On second thoughts, let's not go to Camelot. It is a silly place. Right.
Okay, some get it and some don't. But no matter where you stand on these British comedy legends' brand of humor, you have to admit that this movie is sheer lunacy. There's not much point in getting into the story at all because the plot is really only there to give these incredibly original characters something to do. Well, that and provide the background for some of the funniest dialogue ever written. Every scene in this movie can stand up on its own, and I promise that you will be quoting lines over and over again with your friends after watching it. Tune into Midstate Magazine next week when we will be taking a look at Robin Williams in Dead Poets Society. Here on Get Real. Now back to you, John and Kira.
Oh, see, Bob was eating popcorn too. I love movie review days.
That was my line, by the way.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. Because I love movie review days more.
Well, the complimentary popcorn's awesome. I'm always so hungry during the show. I just can't help it.
Yeah, but you know, this popcorn's a little old.
It is kind of old. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty old. It's pretty disgusting, actually.
But then again, I don't hear you complaining about the fact that we're sitting in it.
That doesn't bother me so much.
Our feet and our shoes and everything.
Okay, maybe that's a little bit
Do you realize
gross.
we're sitting in buckets of popcorn?
I know,
right now?
my pants are going to be ruined.
I'm not really worried about that. I
Not
just
really.
feel like we look really cool.
We are cool, Jonna.
I know.
Oh, well. This popcorn's actually not bad for having been cooked last night. Oh. No, you suck. Anyway.
I'm going to just quit complaining.
Do you think that you're going to be able to finish all of that?
No, but I figure everybody afterwards, you know, the fact that my feet and everything's in it, they're going to all want to, jump
well,
at the
of course
chance.
they will. These popcorn kernels are worth millions now.
I know, it's got our sweat on them.
Ew, that's disgusting. Okay, no more talk about sweat and popcorn.
No.
I can't wait to get out of here and really eat, though.
We're eating now.
Okay. Oh,
yeah, I just keep hitting.
I didn't even hit your head. Here.
All right. Well, at least you hit me there. All right. Until next time.
Until next time, we're actually going to go get some real food. I'm starving.
All right. See you later, Peoria. Thanks for joining us.
I'm Kira Elliott.
And I'm Donna Bond.
Bye.